I'm Katrina, this is Tare, and welcome to the week in review for the week of August 14, 2023. This week we did a lot, and most of that was the Every Bit Counts challenge, so you see a lot of stuff going on next for the video that comes out tomorrow. Not all freeze drying this time. And so did a lot of stuff with that, and I did an awful lot on the computer, so did not film that part for you guys. It's okay. But everybody's been doing good here. We got up in the 90s, but all the animals are fine. And Oviraptor was broody. I'm not actually sure if she is now or not. She came out to eat something and she went back in. So I think I'm going to actually put her in kind of a solitary confinement situation. Hopefully that will break her of broodiness so that she can't get in to the box, but the other girls can. So in the past I've blocked off the whole thing for all of them, and I think I'm going to try it a different way this time. So I'll be doing that, and the garden's booming. The garden is booming so much. Let me show you some of that. So I've been asked by several people now about the hurricane. Yes, the hurricane coming to California already hit landfall in Southern California. And I am nowhere near that. So we got 0.01 of an inch of rain on Saturday night, and that so far has been it. It's been cloudy here. It's been more humid, not humid like the Midwest, but it has been more humid. And that's pretty much what we've been getting. Haven't really gotten any, hurricane effect type stuff. I mean, the cloudiness, it looks like, is on that path, but we're on the outer edge. So I'm quite a ways away from where the wind and rain is. I do know a lot of people in Southern California are struggling with that, and then on top of that, there was an earthquake in Ventura County, 5.1. So hoping that people in that area are okay and doing well, and that is also the area where the Heirloom Expo is happening in next month. So hopefully the fairgrounds are also okay. Anyway, let's just cross all the fingers that we have. Alright, let's get into the videos here, and it's going to be a little bit shorter, I think, and we will see you tonight. Alright guys, these kind of slowed down growing, so I'm going to pick them, and they're a little curly-Q, and I don't know why, but that's okay. We'll still put them in the freezer and eat some fresh and go from there. There are still flowers on this too. This is quite a bountiful plant. I don't know why they're not growing any bigger right now, but they were growing bigger earlier, so I don't know. This is a more normal one for these. There we go. There's our pumpkin. Alright, this one is not quite ready. The tendril's starting to dry, but it's not ready yet, so we gotta wait on that one. Well, here's our harvest today. Look how huge this thing is. That is so huge. First pumpkin of the year. Another thing you want to do is to take off this blossom end when you store it. And these are all green beans. In the live last night we talked about powdery mildew. That is what this is. Looks like a powdery, and it's a mildew. So I am going to remove some leaves. So that is what it looks like. It does wipe off if you wipe it off with your fingers. I suggest you don't touch it though. And you're ripping it up. Well, I came out here to kick Miss Oviraptor out of the nest box, but I came and put water down because I was going to put her in her own little area, and Looks like she decided to come out. So, maybe she's not broody? I don't know. She's never not broody when that happens. But we'll give her a chance. We'll see what happens. Digging a hole now, huh, lady? Alright, girlies. Some zucchini leaves. Yeah, you can have some too. Smilo, you're such a good jumper. You're such a good jumper. Here. So these ladies certainly are enjoying their greens. I threw in a bunch of these leaves a couple days ago. They really like it. She's going back to... Are you building a dust bath? Is that what you're doing, honey? Is that what you're doing? Oh, look at that. Aren't I glad that I put a feeder or put a water in there just to have you put chips in it? Well, that's an example of what chickens do when you just put a water in the bottom there. That's why you see when people have chicken waters like that, they hang them. That's why, because within like 2 minutes they fill them up with things. Parmesan, how much more fur do you have to shed? Look at this all piled up. How much more fur do you have to shed, sweetie? I know, your butt's not done shedding yet. Come here, babe. Let me help you with that. Good boy. Look at you, Shaggy. Look at you, shagginess. Look at you, shagginess. Oh my gosh. Yeah, let me get it. Let me get it. Because it's a lot and it's hot. I know. I know, sweetie. Look at this. Look at all that extra. Look at all that extra you got. We could knit a blankie out of you. We could. This is so much. I know. I know. I'm gonna have to get the other side too though, sweetie. Okay? Oh my gosh. Baby. I know. You don't really like it, but it's gonna feel good after it's all out, huh? Look at all that. Can we get your other side? Can we? Are you going to allow me to do that? Oh, babe, you gonna allow me to do that? This side's not nearly as bad. This side's not nearly as bad. Oh, do you want that up? Like that? No? This way? That's a good spot? Okay. Good boy. Does this need to stay here? Or can I move it? What if I move it down like that? That's okay there? Okay. Sometimes he pushes it back up. It's so funny. So guys, I just cut this off. It was time to come off. The tendril next to the stem was brown. And it was on there a little couple days, I think, brown. But that's okay. It's good to start curing now. Guys, look at this. It's going up. It's going up. I was training this over to go up and over, and it is doing it. That's going there. This one's going this way for some reason. Let's try and correct that behavior. And do some redirection here. There we go. We also have one going off that way. It's going all the way over here. There you go. And so that will also go over this trellis. Well guys, we have no more path over here. No more. Look at that. I know there's a giant one in here because again I didn't have time. But the thing is you can still eat them. That's good. Look at that. Guys, I think the humidity these last couple days have just done wonders for these plants. The silver slicer. Try one a little smaller. This one looks like there must have been two blossoms that went together. Alright, we have a couple more tomatoes to harvest. The tomatoes are good off of these, but they're not like, there's not like a super high amount of them. Like I think you guys have seen all of what I've harvested, which is not very much so far. That's a little bit split. But there's some starting to get ripe over there. Guys, I'm gonna show you something. All right, so in amongst the tomatoes here, there's a squash. A squash right here. Oh, there's another tomatillo over here. Oh no, that's not a tomatillo. But this is, oh, that's a tomatillo. Didn't know you were there, little dude. But this is a squash that volunteered. I did not plant it. And it looks like it's a crickneck, but it's like upside down and hard now. Apparently I missed it. Oh, it just broke off. That's a, I don't know if that's a hybrid or what. It's hard though. For those who are following along on our beet journey, here's the same beet. Now, I used to be able to go like this and not reach the top of it. What happened, it gets so heavy, it bends itself over. Now, see, this has been all bent over. This is all bent over. That's like cracked. These are all going to be seeds now. See, those are beet seeds. Those are beet seeds. You can plant them right there. But what's interesting about these, look, it's still alive. It's putting on more flowers. And when you look at the base, it's putting on more greens and more flowers. So this plant will actually grow next year and keep growing until it finally decides that it is dead. So Manuel chipped the branches of the peach tree that he trimmed the other week, and that trash can right there, which is destined to be a chicken feeder one day, is full of chipped branches. Now we just use a electric chipper from Harbor Freight. It fits 1 inch and smaller diameter branches, and it works great. Haven't had an issue with it. I've sharpened the blades several times. Sometimes if it's too green, gunk gets stuck as it goes through, but it's something that it works and is good for this level of what we're doing. And if you had, if it was bigger place, more stuff going on, more growing, more chipping, we would get a bigger chipper. But for what we're using, it works completely fine. What's impressing me this year are these figs. These figs have been in the ground a few years now, and they were just sticks. There were scions at Scion Exchange, and they were just literally just sticks. They're trees now. So, I don't know how long until I get fruit, but there's a bunch in here, and I think this is going to be their permanent home. I don't know. They're probably going to be really crowded, but they're growing so well, guys. I'm not going to move them in the summer for sure. If I were to move them, it would be the winter, but they're doing so well here. This is probably their permanent place. So, we might get more shade out here, which is okay. But they are so healthy and doing so well. Like, most of this growth is this year. Some of it's last year way down at the bottom, but like, this is all green growth from this year. That's pretty impressive. There's another shot, and the French sorrel has seeded. It's making seeds right now. That's what that looks like. So that's what those seeds look like. And if it looks like the curly dock that I showed you guys with the foraging video, that's because they're related. We're gonna make some volunteers, hopefully. I don't know how well it's gonna do below the figs. And here is that French sorrel on the base. I'm thinking I'm gonna freeze dry this. That is going to be what I'm going to do today for our every bit counts, I think. Because I don't think I've ever had it this prolific. It's awesome. For those who don't know, French sorrel is it's very lemony, like it's citrusy, and it's very tasty, and you add it at the end of cooking. So if you add it at the beginning, you cook out all the flavor. And if you add it at the end, then it's really good. So it's really good, and it's here's a leaf. Well, it has much longer stem, but here's the leaf. You can eat the whole thing, and like I said, it's a little sour. It's very good. You can have it in salads if you want. You can have it in a lot of different things, but it's very good. The asparagus is flowering again. Again, guys. This one's already flowered. And here is the winter savory in flower. Pretty cool. Again, I don't know what these moths are. Anybody know what those moths are? There was a bloom of them, and then they just stuck around. Guys, I'm gonna have to venture into the jungle, see what's ripe. Those figs look really good, but they're not ripe yet. Let's see what I can find. So I'm walking through the sage, which has taken over. Alright, so the brown turkey fig is right here, but it started back there, so it looks like it grew. Yeah. It looks like it grew from over there and rooted in the ground, and now it's here, and this has figs too. They're not ripe. Back here is the apple tree. I think it's a Fuji. Oh, that one came off. What actually looks like happened is that because I had this tarp up on the aviary, it was shading out this brown turkey fig. And it looks like the fig just started growing out and found its way, which is pretty cool, actually. Let's go over, this is a Texas everbearing fig, which has just boomed this year. Last year and this year it boomed. So, let me see if there's any ripe. It's been growing figs for a while, but I don't know. They're gonna be lucky enough. Oh, something just fell off. Guys, I got my first fig. Yay! That's exciting. Okay guys, well unfortunately a bird got this one. I will give this to the quail. We don't have a big threat of avian influenza right now, so I'm okay with doing that. If we were still in that time period, I would give this to the worms, just to not have that vector. But here's the apple. It's not ripe. We'll see. It's pretty hard, but this is a it's either a Fuji or a Gala. My neighbor and I planted the same one, and neither of us can remember what we planted, and didn't have tag. Yeah. It's pretty hard. It's not ripe yet. But if we bake this or cook it with like eggs or something, then it'll be really good. Hi Rigatoni. Rigatoni's trying to see what I'm doing. Alright. This, my friends, is the first fig of the season, which I am excited about because I love figs. It's a Texas ever-bearing fig. It doesn't bear all the time. It just bears longer than the other ones, I think. Grow figs, guys. So figs, when you get them in the store, sometimes they can be good here in California where they grow figs. But if you're in an area that they don't grow figs, they can be very subpar. But if you grow your own, it's excellent. But there's different colored ones. There's green ones that are green on the outside. Some of them are red on the inside. Some of them are white on the inside. Some yellow. There's all sorts of ones. This other one over here is a tiger panache. I'll actually zoom you guys in there and show you what that looks like, but it's a striped, like a green and white striped one. So here's the tiger panache. Really stripy. It's a smallish fig. It's not like super small, but it's smaller. Super pretty. Hi girls. Hi. Well, hello, Ravioli. You saying hi? Yeah, you want pets? All right, hey, you guys get down. Hi. Hello, sweetie. Well, what? Honey, you still have food. You do. I promise you. I promise you. Yeah, yummy. Uh-oh, you're gonna lose it out through the cracks there. You are. Rigatoni found out that it might be tasty. Have a little piece of apple. Oh, babe. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope that you have a wonderful week. Tonight, you are invited to a live chat. Tonight, 6 p.m. Pacific time. That is Pacific time, 6 p.m. And we talk about anything homestead related. We talk about tons of different things. And if you want to be a part of that, you can be on there and comment in the comment section. We want all your questions so we can do question and answer. And we also want discussion topics so we can all discuss what's going on. If you have some successes or some struggles that we can help you with or that you'd like to share, then we will also talk about that. So be there. We will see you tonight. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.